EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Stafford. And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And it's taken in at the 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This one swung out to Williams. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here we go with Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much. The 48. Tackle there by Lewis Seen. Well, the Rams had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Williams loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
31 yards there and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Stafford. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Garrett Wilson laying himself out in the end zone. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now it's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Falcons. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Williams is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Strong. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go with Strong. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They begin the drive with Robinson. There's Robinson showing the flash. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd down and 1. From the 50, Stafford. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Back to the ground with Robinson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
To throw is Stafford. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now Stafford. Finding Williams on the check down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now that'll be caught by Cup. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 12-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this one in for the Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will shave one more off this lead. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's Stafford. Flush to his right. And this will be caught by Mooney. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Powers through. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Here's Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
Down to the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Puka Nakua,
69 yards.
and the Rams are able to move back in front.
Now for the point after. And the lead is now 2. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing is Stafford.
And into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Open man, Higby, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now they'll empty out the backfield. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Stafford. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Now Stafford.
Open right side, complete to Rager. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And to Not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And this is going to be incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Again, it's Robinson pushing through the contact. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
128 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well. And we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot A curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now it's Stafford.
A throw on the money to Rager.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This one swung out to Williams.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
A give running right is strong here.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Williams will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
They'll run it with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They snap it to Stafford.
Oh, that's into a double team.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. A tone setter on defense. They pick off the first pass. I had to look down, but yeah, no interceptions last week, so they made up for lost time.
Boy, did they ever. And when you pick off the first pass of the game, you talk about a tone setter. Now your whole entire defense is thinking, okay, when do we get our next one? Can't wait to get back out on the field and get after them.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He shakes him off. Flushed out right. Wilson's got it complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Garrett Wilson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Falcons 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
30-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Stafford.
He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They'll try and run for it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down.
Rager, the man in motion. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, LA!
Jalen Rager.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
21.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw is Stafford. Caught by Wilson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Stafford.
Going right back to Wilson.
And a nice spin into some open field. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Shrugs him off. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
134 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Second and 10.
Back to throw. Stafford.
This one deep for Wilson.
And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. And give him a gain of 37.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They'll run with Robinson.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation.
Robinson again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Looking to throw. Stafford escaping the pressure right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a fourth here. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing to start the drive. Stafford. Caught. It's Wilson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here's Stafford. And a completion to Wilson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Again, it's Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Stafford now to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last throw here for Stafford. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
A higher scoring game, Charles.